حمدا لرب ذي الأنام على هذا الوقوف الختام 30 عاما كونغرسي في بلدي إجاب الكرام جمع ضيوف الأعزة سلام الله عليكم شكرا لملك الأمور على المناغمة مخيم زدنا علوما وفهما من الأئمة الوئام.
Dawah, a collective responsibility. Ad-da'watu mas'uliyatul jami'. In Quran chapter 30, verse 41, Allah says, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, ظهر الفساد في البر والبحر بما كسبت أيدي الناس ليذيقهم بعض الذي عملوا لعلهم يرجعون. Allah says, who is owner of the world? Who creates the world? You remember, when Allah was creating man, when he created man, he summoned on the angels. Oh, you angel, come. Inni ja'ilun fil ardi khalifa. I will have a mission to send to the earth a viceroy, an envoy, an ambassador, al-khalifa. قالوا أتجعل فيها من يفسد فيها ويسفك الدماء ظهر الفساد في البر والبحر. They say, will you create creatures that will fight, kill themselves, cause mischief, become, diabolical? Inni a'lamu ma la ta'lamun. What you don't know. Then in Quran room, next again, Zuhar al-Fasadu, the evil they mentioned has now happened. Everywhere. And the consequence has equally come. Allah, those consequences, Allah brought them for us to learn. لَعَلَّهُمْ يَتُوبُونَ. One leg, do balabalong. But here we are. To what extent has that happened? When our Prophet Muhammad was now sent, his dawah projects were basically two. Were basically what? No dawah can go above it or go below it. And these two projects, methods were in two surahs. Muzammil and Mudaththir. And Mudaththir. The first step for the efforts to do dawah, Allah calls on him that Ya ayyuhal muzammil kumi layla. It was to begin with what? Soul. Rabbaniya projects. Because the time is not going to be easy at all. You need to purify yourself. You need to get ready. You are going to face problems with yourself, with people and yourself and shaitan. So you need to have a strong mind, a strong soul, a firm faith. He now described the method of that purification. Kumi layla illa qalila. Stand up for the whole night, 24 hours. Kumi layla illa, but a little. 24 minus a little, what do you have left? Maybe 20 or so, or maybe 18. Now, kumi layla illa nisfahu, or half of the night, that's around 12 hours. Are we include minimum, or you make it just like 8 hours? When you look at the calculation there, minimum you have is around 2 or 3 hours. That's the beginning of true dawah. So if you're always sleeping, you don't observe tahajjud. Tahajjud of 10 minutes, 20 minutes, you won't get anywhere. The capacity of that 30 minutes can't take you to survive. The evil are so mighty that if you don't have a capacity of spirituality, you can't face it. So the beginning is what? Spiritual activation. Unfortunately, the modern life, the tech and everything is killing that. You all know that. We are not allowed to sleep well. Do you sleep well? You press till 1 o'clock. Abi? You look to 1 o'clock. Abi? You are walking, you are pressing. You are sitting, you are pressing. You are sitting, you are looking. Even you are sleeping, you are looking. So that's why the strategy must change. We have to do La ilaha illallah. You have to fight your mobile phone and your screens. If you don't fight them intentionally, you cannot survive. Because what others are doing is what we are doing, and you want to do that one. It's not possible. The difference is that Muzammil, Qiyamul Layl, Rabbaniya, what can affect must first fight it. Second one is Qiyamul Da'wa, Qiyamul Indhar, Qiyamul Waz. Ya ayyuhal mudaththir, qum wa rabbaka wa thiyabaka wa rujza. The next one is work now starts. And in the book of Sheikh Abdurrahman Safi Rahman, Raik Maktoum, the Seal Nectar, he was explaining this very verse. He says, الذي يعيش لنفسه قد يعيش مستريحا في راحة في سكينة. If you are just living for yourself, I for myself, I don't have anybody to call, no dawah. You can be at peace. You can be resting. It's possible. ولكن الذي يعمل للمستقبل للأمة فما له وراحة وما له واستراحة وما له سكينة. Oh, les simi. Wallahi simi osi fun yomo. The two are evidence in Sirah. There was a case, Aisha told us that Prophet ﷺ was observing what? Tahajjud. We all know the story. Do you not read it? What happened to his leg? What did she tell him? He said what? What was the answer? Afala akunu abudan. Look at that. Tahajjud. First raka, Baqarah, Nisai, same raka. That's about more than 2 hours. And we read that the ruku is as long as you're standing. Because you can't fake this mission. If you want to face it, you face it. You can be large in number, you not get anywhere. Because what is missing is missing. That's Qiyamul Layl. Second again, his first wife, Khadija, she equally saw him again. He was moving out, calling people up and down. She said that her husband should rest. Please, you have to relax. What did he tell her? Ya Khadija, Khadimada Adu, no. Ask her, Sima. That was there, no. I want to, so all is well. May Allah assist us. That's my preamble. I want to believe it's clear. Having said that, my dear brothers, dawah to us is a mission that must be accomplished. That is what gives meaning to our life. No dawah, no life. What are you doing in life? Kila and shela ita wa dawah. Ibadah is dawah. The earth belongs to Allah. That's why we must perceive it. Inni ja'ilu fil ardi. In the hadith we are told that innama dunya hulwatun khadra. Fa inna Allah musalakum fiha fa yanzuru kayfa ta'malun. Allah, the world is glittering. Allah places you on earth looking at what you'll be doing. And we are doing what we are doing. And Allah is seeing what we are doing. Imalu. Allah is watching everyone. You come to camp like a malaika, you get home, your business, you are something else. In a resort. So dawah is our what to call quintessence of existence. Without dawah, there's no life. How will you live a whole day as a Khalifa of Allah? And you not do dawah to somebody? And when we say dawah, it's not just talking to people. It's more than just talking to people. The first point we want to bring out here is this. The verse on worship, Surah Zariyat, verse 56, where Allah says, Wama what? Khalaqtu al-jinna wal insa illa liya'buduni. That's the beginning. Illa, our instinction is to do what? To ensure we commit ourselves and those Allah create to Allah. Day, night, everything, liya'buduni. There's no exemption for when you can't do ibadah. Ibadah must be 24 hours. No a time there, this man is my resting time. That resting must have the parameter of resting in Islam to become ibadah. For this ibadah to move on, Allah now give us some things. The first one is Igboma. What's Igboma in English? Okay, our senses. The sights, as-sam'u wal-basar, those organs, what do you call them? Senses like that. So that you're able to see, you're able to hear, reason. But those one can deceive at times. He now send messengers. Go and explain to them. They came, one after the other. Last was Prophet Muhammad. Zafaran Adeniyi. But equally died. So what survived him was wahyu, which we have up to today. Maraja kullu muslimin aqilin zahin. So today, we can only enjoy life when we stick and stay by this very provision. Hence, all prophets have gone. So the purpose that we created is contained and documented that liya buduni. Second point now is that now we're worshiping Allah. How do we now go about it? Prophet now explained to us things we have to do, how we have to go about it, how we must do it. We are told that كان الناس أمة واحدة فبعث الله نبيين مبشرين ومنذرين وأنزل معهم الكتاب بالحق يحكم بين الناس فيما اختلفوا فيه, to the end of the verse. So the essence is for prophets to explain to us what we should and must do. That is da'wah. They came, he did their own, and may I reward them abundantly. Nuhu came, he saw his own da'wah. They had to call me Layla, wa Nahara. Abi? What happened after that? He called them day and night, individuals and groups. They kept running away. Ja'alu asobiyahum. Look at the balaga. Asobiyahum. Their finger into their words. How big is the air? This one cannot enter. But they, to show how they rejected the message for almost 10 centuries. He never stopped. Musa came, all of them did their own da'wah. Even Noah that he was doing da'wah at the point, he felt one, he both one leg. Only consequence. Toba lo se Ọlọ́run tún jẹ níyà lóbo ṣe ó ṣe àbí wá jìyà. Ànábì Ọlọ́run tún nìyẹn o, ó gun orí omi lọ. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sí? Ẹja gbé mi, ó sá fún ṣe Ọlọ́run gbé mi. Ó dẹ̀ gbé mi síbẹ̀. Ìjọ́ mélòó? Ó gbé mi, ó yá. Go and study stomach of a whale. No man goes there and come back. Go and study the teeth and everything. You just know Allah is, that's a miracle. We taught a lesson that iṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run gbọ́dọ̀ súyàn. Inna quluba al-ibadi bayna asabi ar-rahmani yuqallibuha kayfa yasha. Ọkàn ẹ̀dá ọwọ́ Ọlọ́run ló wà, òun ló máa ń ṣí ilẹ̀. Èyí tí ó bá ti kò ṣí náà nìyẹn. But you must do your own job. Wa ma alayka illa al-balag. Afaka musuna ni pé ma bayna ghamdati ayni wa antibahatiha yugayiru Allahu min halin ila halin. At times somebody don't expect us embrace the faith and it's moving. So may Allah just soften our hearts and get us right more. In that kul in hadhihi sabili ad'u ila Allah ana. He gave us the way to, some are sleeping. I see some big men are sleeping. Can you imagine? The Balagbas are sleeping here. May Allah save them. Everyone shall mean. He now taught us how to do it. How to call. He taught us how to do that very one. Now, in Islam now, what's the ruling in doing dawah? What's the ruling in doing dawah? The first one is to say that there are two. Dawah could be dawah to khasa, dawah to amma, fardul ayn and fardul kifaya. All are in dawah. Some scholars said it is compulsory for everybody. But some say what is compulsory for everybody is the aspect of being kudwa. Your life should be a symbol of the message. It's compulsory. So that you will not wrongly represent Islam. If you do that, you have become a criminal, because you will teach somebody who does not know the wrong message, and you account for Yom Al-Qiyamah. Become a sin for you. When you now do something that is wrong, and they copy that very one from you. But in the case of Kifaya, preaching like this, some may not be able to hold the microphone like this, because maybe they are not so gifted like that. But character-wise, they must be good. So some say that's compulsory and Fardul Kifaya in the other end. That's the message there. Now, people like Sheikh Ibn Abbas now said, looking at the spate of ignorance in the world today, the gravity of evils as well as ignorance, he said, is compulsory for everybody. All these ones, they give us references to explain them, which one is compulsory or not. Going to the Quran, chapter Surah Yusuf, the one I quoted before, Kul adi isabili adu ila Allah. He said that Prophet did da'wah, and we're his followers. We must equally do what? Da'wah. Chapter 12, verse 108. That is number one. Number two, again, in Surah Ra'd, verse 36, the Quran says, Kul innama umirtu an abudallaha wa la ushrika bihi ilayhi ad'u wa ilayhi ma'ab. Ilayhi ad'u. So I'm calling to Allah. Prophet was saying that we have to emulate him too, making it compulsory. Equally, in Surah Nahl, we have it that ud'u ila sabili rabbika bil hikmati wal mau'izati hasana. That has to be done with method of doing it. It's equally compulsory there. In the Hadith, Prophet tells us that in Sahih Muslim that man ra'a minkum munkaran, talking about correcting evil. When you see, you must. Murder is evil anywhere. You don't need to be the cause of the problem. You must do what? That's the issue. You must solve the problem. That's on that very one. Beside that very one again, where it says, Mura uladakum min salat wa abnau sabr. Your children, when they are 7, ask them to pray. When they are 10, fadrum alayha, beat them when they are 10. They should not sleep together as boys and girls again. It's a kind of dawah inside your house. Dawah by hand, for example, you have children. You have power over them. You are a boss at work. You have those working under you. You have power over them. You are a king. You have power over them. That one is not, you can't use my children. Your children are misbehaving. I use my hand. It's not possible. You must use your hand. Your own children. So you account for them. No. That one is there. Even the heart's own, that with your heart, which most of us are using today, we are using our hearts. Because if you are bothered about the problem in society, we will have gone more than this. Some people do it. You know the story of somebody in the training guide by Dr. Isham. You know, there was a task to be done by somebody. Everybody believed that somebody will do it. But at the long run, nobody did what everybody could have done. The king now said he should go and get him honey inside a barrel in a tank. Each person must bring a cup of what? Honey. Just one cup and go. Only one cup. One now said that, I don't have time to go and looking for honey anywhere. I'll just pour a cup of water inside it, and that will be okay. Only me. Others honey will take care of my own. The same idea he had, the whole village had the same idea. But to get honey is a long distance. They ended up pouring water inside the barrel and no single one inside the barrel. So in dawah, you must personalize it that I must do my bit. You must see it as your problem. Some are doing rituals. Some are kidnappers. It's our problem. That's why we are du'ats. We are khulafa fil ardi. Everywhere there's evil, it's our job to correct it and get people right. That's what we have to note in that respect. Then, when you do dawah, that's just some verses and hadiths on dawah importance. Now, going to why it's compulsory or not. Are we following? I'm not too sure. Some are tired. All right. You are with me? We are with Allah. Second part now. Fadlu da'wati ila Allah. Kí làwọn orí ńláńlá, àwọn àjùlọ, benefits you get when you do da'wah. 1. Ad-da'watu ila Allahi ahsan al-aqwal. For information, whenever you are doing da'wah, when you open your mouth and talk, that's the best fish on earth. Woman ahsanu qawla. On this earth surface, the greatest thing you can utter in your life is to call to Allah. We engage A, you engage B, you talk about that's what you are doing is the best thing. Also, in another benefit is ad-da'watu ila Allahi sadaqah. When you're able to do da'wah to people, it's a kind of sadaqah. Prophet says, wa amru bi ma'rufin sadaqah. Amru bi ma'rufi sadaqah. That you are calling people to Islam, to the right thing, is a form of a sadaqah. And the third one, he says, ad-da'iyatu ila Allah yaktubu lahu hasanat. When you call to Allah, they will write a lot of good deeds for you. That one, we have it in the hadith also, that when you do that one too, you get the reward for that very one too. Prophet says, man da'a ila huda kana lahu min al-ajri mithl ujuri man tabi'ahu. When you call one person, look at that one now. When you call one person to Islam, just one person is now doing more than you. You got 40% before. You now call him to the right thing. He's now doing 90%. What's your total mark? You got 40. The person you got 70. What's the total mark? 110. The person now called 2 other people and they got 80. What's your score? 80 plus 70 plus. Imagine the Sahaba now who have gone. Abu Bakr called Usman, called Abraham, called Saad, called all of them, called Talha, called others. They enter Africa, South Africa, everybody, Central Asia, down. You got to all in Nigeria here. Start to add their reward, commission they are getting all of us. Start adding it. And I believe more than even Salat, dawah can earn you al-Jannah even faster. You can kind of win a class. Because Salat, you can't be so good in your Salat. With all these problems, fuel subsidy, no food, no salary, no light. Nigeria is a great place to live. But dawah, you move out. And that house, I must talk to them. I must do this welfare. You know, like that. And I'm coming to 2 points on our concept we must take away. Because that concept is so myopic at times. You feel just talk to people alone. No! Let me go to that once and for all because of our time. That was Rahman. It was Rahman lil Alameen. On Rahman lil Alameen, he was able to win hearts. Besides that again, he went to Islam. The Quran says, Harisan alal mu'minin, Harisan alaykum mu'minin, Raufu. His full life was Rahma package. How can you be a daya without Rahma? My brothers, how can you say you are doing dawah and you don't have Rahma? You are dead on arrival. So, Rahma with everything Allah creates is a window to open the hearts. Are we Rahma to the world? Are we Rahma to children? Prophet was Rahma to children. Even when he's observing Salat and he heard the cry of a baby, you will quickly lighten the Salat to finish it. You will carry them, you will kiss them, you will carry Umama to Zainab on Salat. When you do sujood, you put her down, and on like that. It's Rahma. Rahma again to children. One day he sent Anas bin Malik. You know Anas bin Malik? To go and buy. He sent it somewhere. Anas was going. How we come here today now? You know at times it happens like that. Like bomb. He now set out. As Anas was going, Anas al-salani yawman lihajatin fakharajtu. I was sent and I went out. As I was going, I was to, you now saw some children playing as a little boy on my JSS. What did you do? He joined them. Prophet was now coming. وَالْتَفَتُّ فَإِذَا رَسُولُ يَبْتَسَمْ وَيَقُولُ. Prophet now got to him, was at his back, and was just smiling. Will you be smiling? It is you. Sallu alayhi. He was smiling. He now said, listen, Ya Unais. What's the name of the boy? Anas. Ya Unais. That's diminutive. Abdullah, Ubaid, Anas, Unais. So when you do tasgir, another person moyebe. Ya Unaisu adahab ta'esu amarutuk. Ibi tí mo rán so ti lọ. Kí ló fi dá lóhùn? Ó ní pé farataqabtu ó ṣá fún lesi pé inni dha'ibun al'an ya Rasulullah. Mo ṣe lọ náà ni. Mo lọ ni. I'm going on now. Prophet did not do anything to him. It's relevant to what? To those with him. Those who are weak. Those who employ. It's when you employ people, don't overburden them with work. When you assign them at times, assist them with his wife. Sophia, one of his wives, he will put style like this for her to mount her own horse. You to even open door for your wife is a problem. To just open door. Them know, yeah, then with the soldiers, the point here we are making is this: Dawah is Rahma. How do you see it? As Jahannam. Allah Akbar. Rahma is what we need. Dili Alameen. One brother want to know. That's your mind. Any Christian you see must be crying on their behalf. What can I do? My dad is a Christian. What can I do? How will I go about it? It must be bothering your mind. Rahman. So, in your family, you begin your day with your family. Rahman usratika. That's our. Are you a Rahman in your house? As a husband? You give them money to buy things? You show concern for them. You are sincere with your financial management in your house. Are you sincere with it? With your family, with your children? Are you Rahman to them? Are they missing you? That's dawah. Ku anfusakum. That's the beginning of dawah, not just going out and your house is dying. That's what is killing the world today. It's a book by Maududi Mabadi. What was the name of this book? It was Understanding Islam. It was quoting Professor Cyril Jones. It's an American psychologist. The man said, if our women can return home, even if it will affect a level of our income, income more when the wife is working. But now she's coming back home to stay as a full wife, which for now is a reality we are not facing yet, and it's backfiring already. The next few years to come, it's backfire more. Don't blame these children. We are the cause. We send their mothers out. We do not train their mothers. So they are competing with us in industry. We wear trousers, they are wearing trousers. We leave 8 o'clock, they leave 7 o'clock. Come back 6 o'clock, come back 6 o'clock. Abi? And she must still cook the food. Abi? She must buy for the children. She must go for the PTA. She must go for buy their books. She must work in the lesson from school because she's the one that's been asked to do the lesson work. She must cook for the husband. She must do night vigil for the husband too. Vigil for the husband. Have you know so? Now. And we think all is well. Aina Rahma, when we are overtasking them. So that one's an angle we have to look at. Then also, at your workplace, those your co-workers, are you showing them mercy? At some of us are, I don't know whether we have those we are learning from us, all those mechanic whatever now. Some just feel it's a natural thing, they must hit them with iron. Bah, bah! That's why they will learn better. Those you are teaching or those, what do you call them? Apprentice. Are you showing them mercy? That they will feel, my God, oh my God. They just love you. But now, I'm just your guy here. God, if you die next moment, you are gone. So, Rahman al-Alamin, your co-workers, then your neighbor. In Islam, my brothers, that's an aspect you have to get clear. This dawah is very simple. What do? Your house, that must happen there. If your house, you have just you and your wife and the family members, maybe you are just 40. I'll ask you about them. Get ready. Then your neighbor, in Islam, in Suluku Ichimai, it is said that Arba'una daran amaman wa khalifan yamina wa shimalan. 40 hours to the front, 40 hours to the back, 40 hours to the right, 40 hours, and I pray you are in a place like a Victoria Island. You know what it means? With skyscrapers, or Maitama, or Ikeja, Ali Avenue, you now count 40 houses. Even that 40, you have like 1,000 people. Around like that, you count the circumference. That's your neighbor in Islam. Ali said your neighbor is what? Mansemi'a. Rule of game is take me from the beginning. I'm not doing introduction, just 5 minutes more. Okay, should I give from the beginning? I will summarize, don't worry. Ali said Mansemi'a nida. When you call Azan with your microphone, if you talk day in neighbor a day, show him message to your neighbors. It's da'wah. It's immediate to come to the work. And of course, as a lecturer, your students. As anything you must do that very well. That one is on that side. May Allah assist us. So those are your neighbors in your house, your neighbors. If you're a lecturer in your school, all the students, they are your IPC. If you are in office, all your workers, they are your neighbors. So you now count them now. In your house, how many people? Your neighbor, how many people? Your school, how many of them? If election university, 20 million, 30 million. You can see the work. We did anyone, you can't have time for play. Every year you are planning the next strategy. Think about what to share. That's from a very angle. Therefore, my dear brothers and sisters, my brothers, no sister here, is that when you do that properly, forgiveness will come to you from all Allah's creatures. So now this on that very one. When you are doing da'wah, you are teaching people everything with Allah's forgiveness for you. Everything Allah creates. You have that very one as a bonanza. Besides that again, when you do da'wah, last one I will mention there, Prophet says, فَوَاللَّهِ لَأَنْ يَهْدِيَ اللَّهُ بِكَ رَجُلًا وَاحِدًا خَيْرٌ لَكَ مِنْ خُمُرِ النَّعَمِ. If you can just guide one person to the deen, is greater and better than the red sheep camel in Arabia at that time. The best riding object, the cost of that, your reward is more than that. Just guide one soul to the deen. If you now fail to do the da'wah as a group, as individuals, it has consequence. One is that, Prophet says, Aw shaka is somewhere, where is it again? That Aw shaka an ya'ummahumullah bi'iqab minhu. Allah wa jegbo in here. Not because of the problem, but because we have failed as a group, punishment will come. Has it not come? It has come, nobody say from ritualists or kidnappers. It's a punishment. Those who are doing it, are they not human beings? Those doing robbery, are they not human beings? It comes in any form. That is by that. Then, another consequence is that Allah will not answer our prayers. We will pray. We know that prayer is not going anywhere. To be a good da'wah, there's some qualities. You have to be sincere. You have to be kind-hearted. We have to be knowledgeable. We have to be patient. We have to do other things and so on and so forth like that. We have to humble ourselves for that. And of course, in writing of my dear brothers, Prophet was Al-Amin. Dawah is to be Al-Amin. And Al-Amin came before I even began the message. So you have to be Al-Amin. As a political appointee, they just gave you an office. Don't be like others. It's a trust. When you do very little, that person, let's go for him again. It's Al-Amin. Besides that again, your professional areas, are you Al-Amin there? It's part of da'wah. Then your school board, exam board, anything board, admin board, are you Al-Amin in your board? It's part of da'wah. In your workplace, how do they see you? Let's go and see Afar, please, that's all of you, Al-Amin. In your what again? You and your junior workers, your financial dealings, are you Al-Amin? Custody of female, whom you have access to, are you Al-Amin? And so on and so on like that, you must be Al-Amin. May Allah assist us. When you go to our history, the Sahaba's cases are so many. When you go and check the companion called Tufailu Adawsi, Tufailu Adausi. When he embraced Islam, he went to his people, he began to preach to them. They did not listen to him. He went to the prophet again. Oh Rasul, they don't listen to me. What do I do? Right now, make special dua. He did perform ablution and pray for the those. So go back to them. Meaning that proper dawah, you can, because of somebody did ablution, do hajjah, and work on the person, not just calling it with mouth alone. You report to Allah. Allah, this person I've been working on him, is not moving. Prophet like Abu Hurairah was from him. And without very effort, 80 houses, he won them for Islam. 80 houses for Islam. Besides that again, you remember that Prophet prayed for Umar, Islam bin Umar in Abi. He prayed for Umar to come to Islam. Did he come? He came. You can make special prayer for people to come to Islam. That one too is there. The Musa bin Umair, when no was sent to Medina, he was not preaching. There was a man in Medina there who was Asab bin Zurara and the likes. No, Huzair. Somebody now told him that there's one man in town was gathering our people, he's teaching them wrong thing. He now went out to go and meet them. When he got there, he now saw him. They were in a kind of bush. He was talking to them around the world. He now got there and said, "You, this man, who are you? Where do you come from? What are you doing here?" He was not afraid. So Asad was with him already. He knew the person that came. That person has come in, leader of his people. If he can get him, they will follow him. When he came, it's not just, when he has spoken, he said, "Please, no problem. Can you just listen to what I'm saying first? If you like it, fine. If you don't like it, fine." The man answered, "What are you saying?" He sat down. He now just prayed before he knew, "Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah." And that led his people to Islam. Proficiency, professionalism to talk to people. He had that very one too. Beside that again, we have Sumama bin Uthal. Sumama in those case was from Yemen, was a king. And Prophet sent, those Eli sent king's messages, was amongst them. But he mocked Prophet's letter, he mocked him, this villager. In the course of the scouting of the companion, he killed Prophet's companions. The scouting operation. Later he was captured. Those who captured him, they never knew him. They tied him down in Medina. So Prophet now came back. Now, this Usama, what's his name? Sumama. So let's treat him very well. He went to himself. He got him food, get him everything. He came back later, first day to preach to him. He said, "I don't have anything." So first, second, third, at the long run, the man embraced Islam. The Prophet attended to him. So we pray to Allah in His infinite mercy to assist us and guide us aright. The way where we stop is this, because if it's our 30 years, it's a cause for serious concern, and each person must resolve. Amir can't do that for anybody. He can talk of his own heart. Each person must resolve that from now, don't want anybody to monitor you. I must start to carry out dawah physically, meant any form of opportunity you have. To be nice to people, to be kind to people, welfare concern, talking to people, writing to people, using technology, all means. You don't feel you have anything that's your own. Moto loninio. Program don't buy call. We have a boss for Knon Poruke. Sanitation. Bele funda ya. Every skin ma fuele. Torí àwọn tó kọ́ bá wa yẹn iṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run ní lọ. To person must sacrifice. Àwọn sábà kan já àwọn tàbí kan jáde fún 30 years ó padà sílé. Ìjáde gidi nìyẹn. Àwọn súnà ta wà nùtọ̀ náà tàbí yìí 30 years. Nígbà tó lọ yàwó ẹ̀ lóyún, nígbà tó lè she was 30 years when he came back. Ọmọ tí wàá dà fáwọn ńlá. Àwọn sábà nìyẹn. Ṣùgbọ́n lónìí ṣáà ń jáde. Tásíkíà ti jò dáwà. Tásíkíà ò bá jókòó bá dáwà ṣe fẹ́ lọ. Tásíkíà is a reflection of our dáwà. Ẹ má jà dúró jìnnà. You are meant to bring people, new people, not just old faces. Where in a Tásíkíà for 3 months, no new faces are more than the old faces, you have failed. We must start, because this is one law, everybody amamunyo wani. I want to create another branch. But some branch have been there for 20 years. Well, a bit gone kuni. I'm not talking theory for you, and I know little about the MC too. Emi ti ku. It was vibrant. Allah. So this is a takeaway we must take. It's a dawah point. I want to be telling you, what agenda now? Task here, only grassroots. Abekoni. Tafi ma suma àwọn èèyàn. Tafi ma ṣe jọmọ ìyá. Tafi ma ṣe takaful welfare. Tafi ma mọdé ama ẹni tó wá yẹn sìn beyond just wọ́n wá nìkan. A fẹ́ capture ọmọ ẹ̀ náà. A fẹ́ capture àwọn ìyàwó ẹ̀. A fẹ́ capture àwọn ẹbí ẹ̀. So when person comes, now ẹnìkan tó wá kan àrímọ́ àbírí ẹ̀. These are the issues that we have to look at. Khuruj is a dollar platform to do what? Expanding the frontiers. Ká jáde lọ. Ká tún bá àwọn káwọn náà tó Islam wò. Tàbá wá débẹ̀ tán, tá a ṣe wá sí gbogbo àdúgbò gbogbo ìlú mọ́ṣáláṣí. Níbẹ̀ yẹn ìmọ́lẹ̀ ti wọ̀lú nìyẹn. Kò gbọdọ̀ dípá wá lọ. Task here must what? Must start. Ẹnìkan ló máa jókòó síbẹ̀ o. Ṣùgbọ́n sìn gbogbo pátápátá inú Èkó, inú Àbújá, inú Ìbàdàn, ìgboro Ìbàdàn. Villages, àwọn tí wọ́n ṣe Mùsùlùmí, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ńbẹ̀? Ọlọ́run kó ṣàánú, Ọlọ́run foríjì wá. Wọ́n kún bẹ̀. Àwọn máa ṣe àmà jáde lọ. Platform kan nìyẹn náà, grassroots lòun náà, and so on and so forth like that. Abẹ́lọ́run, Ọlọ́run kó ṣàánú. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dawah approach. Ó wà nù what was prepared. Ali sọ̀rọ̀ kan lọ́jọ́ sí karamana wàṣíàhù. Ó ní alimu awladakum li zamanihim. No? Okay, doctor. Ali said that alimu awladakum li zamanihim. Fa innahum khuliqu li zamanin ghayra zamanikum. Teach your children for their own time. For their time is not like your own time. And it's only said that حَدِّثُ النَّاسَ بِقَدْرِ عُقُولِهِمْ. Address people based on the level of their awareness, comprehension, professionalism, environment, understanding. That's dawah. It's not something rigid or no jumudiya. You use the context to determine your content. That's very, very important. So when people are rich, there's a package for them. It's in Sirah. I mentioned the Sumama just now. People treated him specially. He was a king. It's part of Islam. Don't treat a king like an ordinary person. You lose him. And if you read Hassan Islami's book, Call to Islam, Prophet's project on the rich people, those who are top echelon, that's the way he handle them. So you get one person, you get hundreds. So such is headhunting. That must focus on looking at the royal family. You must have a plan for that. One person there is equal to thousands in other places. Not just gathering ordinary people like that. I think it's part of the dawah. We look at brainstorm on how visitation, how to link the person. Even to go and visit the person, those days we used to do it. You just say, somebody say, the way we are there at time may not be qualified for that. Those who naturally have that way of dressing that to be big, gargantua, they are the ones to go. If their meal is not so like, there's some lifestyle is just a simple life. But such people is a life you have to go with big. Those are the ones that should go there. What matter is the goal? So my last sisters. Number 2, our brothers doing that one, for the past, did I get that very question again? 30 years, Abi? Oh, no. Please and please, at TMC level, I'm always very clear. As far as we are concerned at the TMC level, everybody's making efforts. So far it's within Aqidah of Islam. Even as far as at TMC, we have our weaknesses. We are not perfect. But the point is the person I went out for 30 years is an organized now. He does not just go on his own. Islam is practical. Any effort you are making must not affect your primary. That one now, I just bump out. That person I mentioned, go and read his life story. He left money behind for the wife for 30 years. Those who go for Gaza, they were rich. Somebody carrying the whole Ikeja as his own property in those days. Is it no money? So Liverpool is moving like that. So you have to be planned. If it's planned, we can plan, for example, maybe Lagos now. Instead of crossing, everybody is crossing Ikeja or anything. Okay, now we are, for these next 2 years, we are going to Ekwe, not Ekwe city or town, a village outskirts. Here is where we are starting with. We have to plan it. Afar, Abdullah ibn Abdullah, you are the one going to start the work there. We now plan how to sustain him. Those who are rich can ask, because the organization does have the money, individuals can do it. Have the post there, 4 or 5 of you, you have some millions there, establish a school around him and like that is on dawah. So start gradually. Next 3 years again, we focus on that village in Ogun State. This one person, gradually. That's we are moving, not just not planning. You have to plan it. If you don't plan it, you can't talk of doing dawah. That's what gives birth to Khuruj. So, may Allah assist us. So, our dawah, we can't just go out and be preaching like that. You have to be planned, nizam. Then our dawah based on Muslim, dawah is for everybody. People preach to a Jew. So it's a matter of plan, arrangements. So there must be a unit for that. But our own comparative is not a matter of just abusing people. It's not a Islamic method at all. It's not the Quran. You don't have to abuse their God. So you have to respect them. You present your messages. Look at Islamic tolerance. Christians came to the mosque, mosque vicinity, and they prayed here. Prophet left them. So no, in the world talking of tolerance, Muslims have the best tolerance for any deen. So we have to organize everyone. Those who focus the atheists, agnostics, the Ekis, the Hare Krishnas, the Babalawos, the Shrine people, the professors, the Reno, what's his name again? His own caliber will go and meet him, engage intellectually. That's how we do things. Then, female, when it comes to dawah, you see a female you can talk to, permission is not the issue there. You want to pass the message and you move on. So far as within is a public place. We are going to enter the house when you offer permission. Just somebody just in the marketplace. Those who do market dawah, ideological dawah in the market. These days they are dead. You go to market, you are going to buy peppers. You are doing dawah. You are just Muslim. I'm a Muslim. Beshaman kirun sha. I'm a man kirun mi. Raye kirun na ni. Oja yi mi. Raye mi osi. Mama hema kiyo. Kino kon. You have to collect 10 naira change, 15 naira change. You mama it's part of it. Or go to the market to buy things. You see this one has a scarf, it looks like a Muslim. That's where you should go. Ama, or don't you know why? So things like that, may Allah assist us. Then, seeing us making demands. See, there's what's called Lugatul Asr. There's language for every situation. You have to use it to make sure the things go the way it should go. Nothing stops you. Corporate task here is not haram. If you feel that's the demand of your area, like you are in Ikeja now, you have some rich men you want to engage. They can't come and sit on the mats. Get 2 or 3 of you, make them cooperate, let them organize them, get one of them first. You can even in his house, his parlor, he will be so happy. Let them sit down and enjoy themselves. Those days when I was in Benin as the Imam of the Kingdom today, I used to go to sleep in his house. Today is the Imam of the Kingdom today. So it's not about, it's like that is not one way that this time must be doing it. No. Use their psyche. When the akida enters their heart, they will come and sleep on the floor. But if you start with the floor, they will run away. That's the logic there. Then weekly task here, difficult to come. They will clamor to go out. So we engage them on. We training what they need to understand. At times, delivery matters. These days, our Akida delivery is not strong again. Akida is the driver, is the fountain, is the engine, is the hub. Akida is the one who imagine. Akida is the you spend beyond your expectation. You do beyond you want to do. You be ready to die like in Gaza. That's Akida. Ama ìtànṣán mi àpè jáde aṣọ. Ẹni fẹ́ sọ náà kóhun náà jẹ́ ẹni Ọlọ́run. Tó o bá, if you are not ẹni Ọlọ́run and you are passing the message, it will not last. As a connection with, because when you study the life of Imam Hassan al-Banna, they ask his son Saifullah, Abuka, huwa. Your father is everywhere, here and there. What is the secret? Secret is what? Sillatu billah. When you connect Allah, Allah opens every heart for you. May Allah assist us. Last but one, poverty. Yes. Inna min al-kufuri wal faqr. Ali said, "Law kana faqru rajulan laqataltuhu." If poverty were to be a man, Ali said, "I will kill him." Poverty is real. It affects work. It affects dawah. You know, that's why, like when I was in Sudan briefly, there was a project on feeding. Every Friday, that month, they have some takeaway like that. So, ready-made, package like that. They bring to the mosque. You just pick one or two you want to take your own house. Any food you like, put inside. Maybe I bring two, you bring two. Like they will collect on Friday morning. There are some people who are hungry. They will take it to them to feed them. Feeding the hungry. Same method. They will feed them. They collect again. Every Friday, it's a kind of foundation. They will gather all the food they collect. Take to some places. When people's hunger is satisfied, what are you talking, self? They will start with insincerity, but they will later learn. You know, gradually you start bring them to the fold of what? Sincerity. And then they back to one. It's a reality. So, lastly, the issue of kindness, we are using it and they are still using. Ours is to make efforts. Make efforts rightly, correctly, at the right time. They will accept or not accept, leave it to Allah. You make your efforts clearly. Effort, Allah is monitoring our effort, not just wrong efforts. If you make wrong efforts, you get wrong results. Make correct, targeted, consistent, constant efforts with prayers. Then, alayna al-amal wa ala Allahi. As is to work, Allah give results. Imanu. Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh.